All right. Welcome you guys to this Wise Agent webinar. We're going to get started here. Looks like we're getting ready to go live on Facebook. So if you're joining us on Facebook or on the webinar, we want to welcome you. And we're going to get started right now. So thanks for joining us. The plan here today is to keep this real short and sweet and just pack it full of some great information. We are going to be taking a close look today at one of our integrated partners called AMS, or is what they go by, Automated Marketing Solutions. And so today I'm very proud to have with me Mike Kowalski, who many of you may be familiar with. He's been in the industry over 20 years now, and he's the founder and CEO of AMS. So with that, please welcome on, Mike, and give us a quick introduction of your background and tell us a little bit, if anyone's not familiar with AMS, give them a little update on what you've got going on over there.
Sure, Brandon. Thanks for having me on the call today, and welcome everyone to the call. Yeah, we've been working closely with real estate agents over 22 years now, and we provide lead generation and client retention systems to over 30,000 members in that time frame, using direct response marketing strategies. Our systems offer consists of pre-recorded hotlines, mobile lead capture web page, and voice broadcasts and services. All our products come with preloaded marketing scripts and marketing content, so it all is fully tested and working for you. But we've also partnered, Brandon, with some of the top marketing gurus and coaches in North America, such as Craig Proctor, Keller Williams, Brian Buffini, Remax, to name a few, and Dan Kennedy. So we've been working with the best, and proving these strategies with these coaches, and been totally integrated with their program as well. Also, in the past 4 years, I decided, after 15 years of working with these guys, I decided 4 years ago, hey, I might as well implement some of my systems in my local market with Remax. So I started a team about 4 years ago, and I really wanted to get into the trenches and really understand the day-to-day activities of an average realtor, and really to get a whole different view of it. And boy, did I learn a lot. And I do really understand their needs. So yeah, that's my background.
Awesome. And I know we met you at one of those Craig Proctor events, and we've seen you guys at many events, and we just have a lot of mutual. We had a lot of mutual clients using both of our systems, and so it just made sense to integrate, and kind of that's what brought us here today. So with that said, Mike, do you want to go ahead and share your screen and kind of tell us a little bit more about AMS and how agents are getting value of that and getting higher quality leads?
Sure can. Let me see if I can do this properly without screwing up here, okay?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
And we have Sarah standing by and Amy to be answering your questions as they're coming in live. So feel free to use the chat there and ask questions, and Sarah will jump right on it as we're going.
Can everyone see the screen now?
There we go. We can see your screen good now.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's all start. I mean, this basically is our 7-step lead customer or buyer and seller life cycle we put together. And for today's call, we're really just going to focus on the first 3 stages: the attract, capture, and the nurture of buyer and seller prospects. So, everyone I think on this call, if you're a real estate agent, has run ads. So you know what ads are, both on and offline. And the whole purpose, Brandon, of the ad is to get the attention of the buyer and seller, right? Get them to do something, motivate them to call, go to a website, call an 800 number. That's the whole purpose. And we're going to show you a few samples of proven ads that have we used in the past. Once you get this traffic, then what we do, we drive it to a capture system. So we'll call it like an 800 recorded message or a lead page. And really, that lead page or 800 number's purpose is really to sift, sort, and pre-qualify buyer and seller leads, time and motivation, and really provide an easy and non-threatening way for your prospect to get information, okay? And then we get into the nurture part, which really ties into the Wise Agent product, CRM. We automatically send those leads right to Brandon's product. so that you don't have to do that work. It's automatically put into campaigns that are pre-populated and pre-done for you. And I'm sure, Brandon, you'll get into that later in the call. So let me just start off. I want to show you some samples. I'll spend very little, short amount of time on it. Here's some offline ads that we have. You can see Ken, he's got a report on a guaranteed home sale program, driving to an 800 number with a 4-digit ID and a website, given the option for both. There's a business card, actually it's my business card below, where I'm using my business card, the back of it, as an ad. So I'm also, giving them a guarantee offer, driving them to a toll-free number or a website. So I'm really using my business card as an ad, which is free. Okay, so you can see to the right of it, you got Matthew with some Facebook posts in advance. So he's providing a list of properties of recent home sales in his current marketplace. And then you see below that, there is an event that for seniors, which is a great idea. Again, you don't want to alienate your prospect on how they get information from you. Okay, so give them a website, give them a toll-free number, and allow them to choose how they get that information from you.
All right.
Now, here's my favorite, the yard sign writers, and here's some samples of a few of our clients that use it. To me, it's one of the better quality of leads because everyone's got to drive by your home, right? So you can see with a few of these guys that they have a call to action. You got Doug in the center that he'll buy this home or I'll buy yours. So he's helping buyers buy this house to help them buy theirs. So it's a whole program, unique selling proposition that they put in their signs to get their attention, to get them to call the 800 number attached with the 4-digit ID. To the right, you see a small little ugly sign, but it works great for a member of ours. And you can see the most important thing is talk to no agent. So it's non-threatening. You'll get 3 times the amount of calls if you leave the opportunity for someone to go in and help themselves without talking to an agent right now, okay?
Great.
So I want to ask the attendees on the call today, what is their best quality lead? Like, opposed from a referral or repeat business, what would you define your best lead? Why don't you just type it in the chat box if you can. I don't have access to that right now, but to us, in our opinion, our definition of a grade A lead is allowing agents to have meaningful, perfectly timed live conversations with buyer and seller prospects. Isn't that the purpose we market and we run ads? Is to get them on the phone. And we get them on the phone to provide, time and motivation, find out a little bit more why they're buying or selling. And that, to me, is a lead, okay, in my opinion. I mean, an email, a phone number, is not, to me, is not a lead, okay? It really isn't a lead. And the whole goal is to try and get a hold of these clients and get them on the phone to have this meaningful conversation. So I brought some NAR stats here with me, and it shows that 94% of our real estate searches start online. And believe it or not, 74% of them transactions are actually completed with the first agent that prospects talks to. Do you believe that, Brandon?
Wow, I do believe it. I've heard this for a long time, and I think it is true.
Right, and that's a source from National Association of Realtors.
Right.
And so our number one goal knowing this is to be the first one to talk to, right? If they're talking to the first agent that they connect with, then we want to get in front of them first. So how do we do that? Okay, so, most buyers right now have all the tools of realtor.com. They get all these tools of these Zillows where they can go in, search for properties, search for areas, search for schools and the type of homes. All that can be done way ahead of time, and that's what they do. They go and they search their own properties. And what they do after that, what do you think? They get in their cars and they drive by the homes. And now they want to see the outside part of the home. They want to see the curvature. They want to see the community. They want to see the neighborhood. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
So as you're driving by these homes, you need to do the following, right? You need to really, really grab their attention, okay? build the interest, prompt action, and then get them on the phone. Okay, so how do we do that? Now, we did look at some sign writers earlier in this call with some good, compelling, unique selling propositions. So another important thing before I move on is that this type of advertising is free too. There's no pay-per-click marketing here, right? You know they're going to drive by the homes. Now here's your opportunity now to get those buyers to do something. Okay, so what I've provided here is a sample, one of the sign writers that I have, and you can see that I have buy this home and I will buy yours as, you know, some value, to get them to call me, or a list of properties. But you can see below there's a 24-hour recorded info number with a 4-digit extension attached. Let me show you how this works. So a toll-free number is offered and a call is made. So you got someone by the curbside with their smartphone. Okay, looking at this sign, looking at the house, looking around. There is interest because they've done all that searching. So once they call that toll-free number, they hear an intro, and that intro will basically be, you know, an introduction of your services, your USPs if you have them. And then we get them to dial a 4-digit ID, which is specific to the property that they're in front of. Okay, so they dial the 4-digit ID of that property, and one of 3 things could happen. Okay, so you've got 3 opportunities here to get that lead. Okay, the first, which we hope is the best quality lead, the grade A lead, is that through this script that you've recorded, it's all about the house, it's all about the emotional hot buttons about the house, you know, the neighborhood, some of the features, but just go on for about 30 or 40 seconds, and you really don't want to offer the list price in the script. Why? You want to get their curiosity. So to me, you can offer in the script that they can dial 0 at any time to transfer, to get that updated list price. And that works very well, okay? Because if you offer the price in the script, then they don't need to talk to you anymore, okay? But if you get them to dial 0 to get the updated price, they're thinking the price is coming now. And what it does do, it transfers immediately to the agent, the listing agent, or the assistant of that listing agent, or wherever you prefer. The second option will be to actually leave a voice message. So they want more information about this property, or more information about your guaranteed home sale program. So they can leave a message as well in the toll-free message mailbox with their name, number, email, all the information about who they are and why they're calling. Now, the last thing is that they do nothing. So they're not interested, or maybe they want to look at other properties. We automatically send them an SMS text right to the buyer or seller prospect's telephone while they're in front of your home. So that is the third option. And what we do, so here's the actual notification. You can see on their phone, you know, they may not be interested in that property that they called into, but they may be interested in other listings that you have, or they may want the current list price. And we have an easy way where they can just click that link, or click the button to call you for more information. So a third opportunity to get that buyer and seller to get you on the phone. That's how cool. Now, once that all is going on, we send a notification to the agent with all this information: who it is, the number they called, the number they called from, the 4-digit ID property that they called in on, the name and address of that property. So you have a lot of information for that buyer and seller, and it could be someone who didn't even do anything. You know, they just hung up, and you still have that information. If you want to call hang-ups, you can. And it automatically, this information, very, very important here, it automatically transfers into your Wise Agent account. You don't need to go into our account. All that information is automatically, I guess the word would be imported, right, into Wise Agent with all this information. So it's hands off.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. And I know I have a few more minutes left, and a lot of people have asked me, Mike, well, what do you do once you have this conversation, or what do you do, you know, that day with that lead that you've had the conversation? So there's 4 important steps that I recommend, and I use myself. It works very well. And while you're having that meaningful conversation on the phone, you know, you're talking time and motivation, why they're selling, why they're buying, right? What I do is immediately after they've talked to me, I send them a text message immediately, you know, just saying, thank you for the call, you know, looking forward to talking to you again, talk soon. So, you know, you're building trust, you're building a relationship with them already, right after the call. And then I may send it in 30 to 60 minutes after a video email. Now, this could be done simply from your smartphone, a quick email, you know, thanking them again, you know, a name to a face. Again, building rapport, building a relationship, building trust. You know, we can also, and I'm sure you'll get into this, Brandon, you can automatically, I think BombBomb has this capability as well, where you could.
Sure. We're integrated with BombBomb. You can use a Wise Agent video email as well. So, and YouTube through Wise Agent. So we've got you covered with the video texting or the video email.
Perfectly, and then follow up the next day. Just say, I just want to make sure that the information we talked about that you received and you got it. If you had any questions, so these 4 steps to me, I mean, you haven't done the job once you finish talking. And to me, within 24 hours, doing these 4 steps, it's all about building rapport, building the trust, delivering the information you promised, and then following up with it. So that's basically, hopefully I've covered this in my time. And what I want to do now is pass it over to you, Brandon, where you can get in to Wise Agent and go through how this integration all works, how it ties into your campaigns, how you make it super easy for them to go sell homes.
Okay, good stuff, Mike. Yeah, and let's do that. I'll just go ahead and if you want to stop sharing yours, and then I'll take over and show my screen. Here we go. And now I'll kind of, the plan here is that I'll kind of walk you guys through what happens. Now we'll say someone's driven by and they've made that phone call, and from there, now I'm going to log into our Wise Agent account and kind of show you what happens on our side as those leads are coming over from AMS, and how do we get them there. So that's one of the questions that's already come over, is how do we get these 2 systems to talk to each other and turn on the integration? That's a great question. And so here's how we're going to do it. On the top right corner, I just want you to click on that little gear icon, and you can go to our integration menu. And what that's going to do is going to pull up all the different companies that Wise Agent has partnered with. And right here on the top, the second one down, you'll see the Automated Marketing Solutions button. Now, when you click on that, there's just a big green activate button, and in this, when you hit it, it's going to pop open and let you know that it works. Activation may take a few minutes. AMS will notify you when the integration is activated. And so what happens, you guys, is now it's sent over a message to their side, and as someone on AMS is going to do anything that needs to be done on their side to connect these 2 accounts. If you already have one of their accounts. If you don't have an AMS account, then it's going to set up an AMS account for you, and someone on their side will reach out to help you get your phone numbers all set up and kind of get their system rolling. But that will automatically be integrated now that you've hit that button with your Wise Agent account. Okay, so from there, let's see, as that person has driven by, I want to go to my contact list and show you what does it look like when a new lead comes in. So here we go, a new lead, someone drove by our property today, and they click on it, and in Wise Agent, everyone ends up in the contact list. And so it doesn't matter if they're my past clients, my friends, my family, or new leads that have just come in. And here you can see when I click on this person that came in, and I just happen to know it's coming in from the source of the phone number that AMS had given me. So you can have different phone numbers, and that way I can see which house have they come by, or you can set up the different codes on AMS. But either way, you're going to be able to set the source what you want, so you know this lead came off of that particular AMS number. And then it's also going to put some pre-categories in there. So we already know that if they were driving by there, it's a very good chance they're going to be a buyer lead. So it's gone ahead and pre-categorized that as a buyer lead for me. Now, it captured their name and their phone number, and with that, AMS was able to figure out where this person lives, and it added that on as well. So this is on the contact summary page of Wise Agents, what we're looking at here. And when I scroll down and click on our notes tab, this will kind of show you the history of it as this one came in. So it came in here at 9:27 in the morning, and you can see it got logged and it was successful. And then in just a couple seconds later, or 1 second later, AMS did their upgrade to it and added the address and any info that they've got. And so now we've got that lead in here, and hopefully what you guys have done before this is you've taken advantage of our Wise Agent lead management system. And this gets to another question that Cheryl had asked is when these leads are coming in from AMS, now how do I get those into Wise Agent, and how do I automatically do some things to start helping convert those and distribute them out to my agents if I've got a lot of agents? It sounds like Cheryl has a team of agents, or maybe as a broker. So here under Wise Agent, I'm going to under contacts, I'm going to click on the word leads, and that's going to bring us right into our lead management system. And it doesn't matter where you're getting leads from, you guys, they're all going to end up coming into the system, and here's where you'll manage them all no matter where they're from. Today we're talking about leads from AMS, and you can see here's that phone number that came across as our lead source. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And one of the really cool things you can do with Wise Agent that you can't do with a lot of the other ones is you can set up completely different sets of rules for each source of leads. So for all the leads that came by this particular house and called off that sign writer, we can go down a completely different road than the leads that we're getting off of our Facebook ad we started earlier today. So here, as they're coming in, I can see I automatically want to set up a drip campaign. So as soon as I've captured any information, or maybe this is a text drip campaign because we know we've got their text message, I can set up where I'm going to text them every day for the next 10 days. You know, it can automatically, even if I haven't done anything else, maybe this came in the middle of the night, it's already set up. I've also set it up to put this person on my call list so that as soon as anyone on my team can, we can pick up the phone and give these guys a call back if they haven't already reached out to us. And the goal there is to get to them within 5 minutes of the time that lead comes in, you guys. And then we can pre-categorize them. So this one's already been added to our category of buyer leads. If I wanted to also put them in my monthly newsletter category, so I remember to send them a newsletter at the end of the month, I can do that as well. And the next tab over is, as that lead comes in, what email do we want to immediately fire off to them? So now we can send off an immediate email, and that can use video in it. We integrate with YouTube, BombBomb, and that you can pull those videos right in and send off an immediate email to that person. The next one, though, is the big one, especially when you're talking about EMS, because we know we've got a phone number. And so text message, even if I call them and they don't answer, we know they're going to look at their text message. And so using an immediate text to get their attention and get that conversation started, this is how you do it. And this will go off right as soon as that lead comes in. And then from there, you've got your notifications. Who all on my team needs to be notified that a new lead has come in? I can text and email them. And then to answer Cheryl's question on distribution, maybe I've got a bunch of these sign writers out, or I'm using these 800 numbers all over, so I'm capturing a large amount of leads, and I'm the broker or the team leader, and I want to distribute them to my office. I can do that, or to my agents, I can do that right here by adding filters. And I can set up different filters for different kinds of leads. So on this particular one, I might want to do it by day of the week. As they come in, on Sundays, all the leads are going to go to Rachel. On Mondays, they go to Monica. Or I could do that by zip code or price range or round robin. So you can really use our lead management system with these AMS leads to really pick up the level of conversion by doing a lot of these things that are automated. Even when you're out showing houses, you're going to have some things happening as the leads come in.
Hey, Brandon, I have a quick question while you're on that. What about the ability to integrate with Facebook Messenger? To be able to, I know Facebook Messenger, the open rate is very, very well. People do look at, and are you able to connect with that?
Yeah, so we are integrated with Facebook on a few different levels, but not with the Messenger part of it yet. So if you're running Facebook ads, you can use our landing pages, or you can use the Facebook form, and either way we'll capture those leads and bring them right back in. We can also let you share, once you have a listing, share that virtual tour onto your Facebook page right through our integration. But we are looking at Messenger. But yeah, I agree. You need to reach out to these people on different channels, and if you can find them on Facebook and use that Messenger, that gets a very high rate of reply. True. All right, and so that, you guys, is exactly how this system works together as the leads, how you can connect the two, and then how the leads will flow right in, and you can use our lead management system. And with that said, that is really what we wanted to show you today, and it looks like we have time for a few questions. First off, Mike, they're saying, if I don't already have AMS, how do I get started on that? Do you want to talk them through that, Mike?
You can pull up this. If you can pull up that website, there we go. Yeah, just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, so we offer AMS offers a 30-day free trial that you can get set up. You can see below that we offer a unique toll-free number with all the scripts preloaded and done for you, 1,000 mailboxes, caller line capture, reverse directory lookup, all these neat features that we showed in the demo, all for 30 days, no risk, no contracts. And after that, you will continue on a monthly basis for $29.95 per month. Okay, so
good price.
It's easy to get set up. There's no risk. It's a free trial, and all the content comes preloaded for you, and all the training as well.
Great. Okay, looks good. Easy to go, and with a free trial. And if for those of you, if there's anyone out here that hasn't got started on Wise Agent yet, we make it just as easy. You can just go to wiseagent.com and click on your button for the start.
Can you go back to that screen for a minute, please? What I didn't do is,
sure.
If you scroll down, there is actually a link you go to. Maybe Amy, if you could in the chat box put in the URL or the website that they can go to get to this page.
There you go.
Our toll-free number is 800-858-8889. So you can either call us or go to the website, which should be, it's webinaroffer.info.com. That's webinaroffer.info. There you go on the top.
All right. Sounds good.
I didn't do a call to action.
That sounds good. And you can see there, Wise Agent is also priced at $29 a month. We give everyone a free 30-day trial, so there's no contracts ever with Wise Agent. So jump on, try it free for 30 days. We do have the best customer support in the industry. They're always standing by to help you. So if you have any questions or need help getting your database over and sync to your phone, or getting your leads come in, make sure you just reach out and ask for help, and our customer support team will be there to help. And it looks like we have a few questions coming in. So I'll go ahead and read off a few of these. The first one, Mike, what are, other than sign writers, what are some of the other uses that I would use your 800 number?
Well, like I showed, any ads you run online or offline, a lot of agents have used, but there's some great ways that our top agents are using our toll-free number. For example, FizzBulls. Anyone chasing FizzBulls, instead of trying to chase them and get them to list with you, why don't you help them? And what we offer is a sign and an 800 number, and give that number to the FizzBull. So, and people are asking, why do we do this? Well, you offer it because you're helping the agent, you're helping the seller, as opposed to trying to get them the list. And what you're doing is you're getting all the leads from it, right? So they're only going to be one seller to their home, and in most cases they won't sell their home anyway. So out of reciprocity, who are they going to call if they want to list your home? It's going to be you. So a FizzBull is a good way. It's a FizzBull hotline we have. Other ways we use it to recruit agents. So if you're with a team, they use it to recruit agents, the type of agents you're looking for. Very, very good feature. A lot of agents, and I've used it myself, I've used it for my listing presentation. So I demoed how I'm going to get the right buyer for you by showing you my marketing. I'm showing you this 800 number and how I'm going to be different from all the other agents. And I show them how this 800 service, and I get them involved in the listing presentation. So that's another great way to use it.
Do you have anyone using it on Facebook, like running a Facebook ad?
Yeah. A lot of maybe where you put a website, put in your 800 number. There's no additional cost, and really allow the prospect the opportunity how to get information from you.
Yeah, so, makes sense. Makes sense.
And the other couple of things, they use it for events and testimonials as well. So a lot of them just put it to an 800 number, say call this 800 number, and there's audio of all these testimonials back to back to back on happy buyers and sellers. So there's 4 or 5 different other ways you can use your toll-free number that works very well.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, and we've got one about is Wise Agent team friendly, and the answer is absolutely. We are very team friendly. No limit to the number of teams, and we've actually got it set up where for the $29 a month, you can have up to 5 people using it at no additional cost. So each one of them would have access to their own calendar and their own calls, their own task list, where you could all see everything, but you can have 5 people using it, still $29 a month. So yes, very team friendly. All right, how about this one, Mike? Does AMS have a demo line that they can run use to test?
Sure can. If you can pull that screen up again, Brandon, there's a demo number on there. If you scroll down, no, maybe it isn't. Maybe you want to share the screen with me again. We have an 800 number that you can actually demo what I just showed you. You can see how it all works and test it for yourself. You can pretend that you are the.
There you go.
You want to share that?
You can hit your share button and take right over.
Sorry, yeah, let me just pull this up. Yeah, so basically what I just showed in the presentation here, I believe. I don't know.
We've got it in the chat as well, Mike. I've just put the number in there for anyone who wants to try it from their cell phone. They can go ahead and give the demo number in the chat panel a call.
Okay, that'll work.
So can you just, Amy, do you mind? Oh, there it is right here. 1 second here. Oh, we stopped sharing. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, so she's got that number in the chat for you guys, and let me see here. Okay. How do I get referrals from existing clients? That's from Mark here. Getting really to get referrals from existing clients, Mark, is all about keeping in touch with them. So it's making sure you're reaching out to them, sending out that monthly newsletter, dripping on them. And I would really focus on categorizing your clients into, like Mike was talking about, what neighborhoods are they living in. So if you can find things that are very local, specific, that are interesting to them, send that. And absolutely, what does every homeowner want is we all want to know what is going on in our neighborhood. So probably the best way for you to get referrals from your past clients is to make sure you're staying in touch with them and keeping them every time a house sells on their neighborhood or goes up for sale or any activity. That's a great reason for you to reach out and let them know what's going on in their neighborhood and how that affected the value of their home, and that will just generate those referrals. They're gonna automatically be thinking of you if you're the one that's keeping them up to date.
A couple of other things you can do too, Brandon. You can host some customer appreciation events. It's a good.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good event and get them all in somewhere doing something. I know one agent does a very good job in doing pictures at the end of the year. The family photos, professionally done, showing up at the ranch, and you wouldn't believe the response rate of invites of past.
So yeah, I think that's it. Do a combination. As many things. When you reach out to them on different channels, make sure if you've got them on a drip campaign, it's not just email. You're texting, you're sending videos, you're calling. Do it all. But it's all about staying in touch with those past clients and keeping your name and your face in front of them, so that when they do have that conversation with someone else looking to sell, your name is going to be on top of their head. All right, someone's asking if it's going to be recorded, and absolutely we are recording this, and we will get that out on all the different channels and email this to anyone that had signed up as well. Okay, let's see. How do we gather some tips on gathering leads for overseas real estate properties? So that's kind of going off a little bit as far as, but if you've got properties overseas and you're trying to market them here, really, I would have to say Facebook ads are going to be the best thing you can do, because you can really target your ads to people that are interested in those areas overseas. If you've got a property in Mexico, then you can search everyone in Facebook and just target people that are interested in that town in Mexico that happen to live in.
And we do offer some international toll-free numbers now as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, there you go.
We started doing that. There wasn't a lot of demand, but now it's getting more and more. So call us on that, because if you can use that as well.
There you go. All right, you guys. Well, I think that's all the big questions we've got right now. So we'll go ahead and let you guys get back out there and start selling. And just know that both Wise Agents customer support team and AMS's support team is standing by to help you. Just get registered and then use that support. Give us a call or use that contact us button, and we'll be there to take good care of you. Hey, thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll be having another webinar soon and giving you some more value.
Take care, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Brandon.